Hello and welcome to Hobby Vlog number 146. Now this is going to be quite a short one because we had a wonderful holiday and I've only been back a few days, so I've got a little bit done, but honestly I've come back from the holiday feeling like taking it easy, which is a nice way to come back from a holiday rather than feeling stressed and panicky. I've just chilled out. A couple of updates from the holiday. We did take Snake, the board game, with us and it was so much fun. I can report back that that's a really great little game, easy to pick up. And a lot of fun, very quick to play, yeah, so we're going to be looking forward to playing that again. So if you can get hold of it and you want to, I'll go with my recommendations. Other than that, it was just a nice time of food, sea, sand, swimming and chilling out, which is what you need. Anyway, I have done a few things. I've managed to get a little bit of hobbying in with Rosie since we got back. Also, my mate who house-sitted for us, we did play a game on the Friday after we got home. However, I didn't end up putting the camera on because I was just two reasons. One, I was too tired. It was a long day driving back on Thursday, and also I just wanted to enjoy myself and not have to worry about trying to be on camera or whatever. So we just decided not to run the camera at all. But it was a really fun game. It took us all day. We started right early in the morning. We finished late at night because we didn't push it. We just kind of stopped when we wanted to. And I actually managed to pull a victory just from the jaws of defeat. It was a really swingy game, really good fun. So I'll try to remember to put a couple of pictures up that I did take during the game, because I did take a couple of photographs, but we didn't do anything more than that. Anyway, onwards with the hobby vlog. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and yeah, and I will see you again at the end of the video. Oh, I'm back from holiday. Got back yesterday, and what a wonderful holiday it was. And what you can see here is these are all the awesome things that we collected, which I'm going to turn into a memory board, obviously, but also I'm going to do some other bits and pieces as well. But I've not even looked to see how well anything has survived, so you are going to see at the same time as I what looks good and what doesn't. You can see that there was some awesome gigantic conch and other cool looking shells. Rosie picked up just one of these, so that will definitely have to go on the memory board. But we've got loads and loads of shells, some stones, and various other bits and pieces. Now this is interesting. We found quite a lot of these, which is, again, it's a seashell which has been worn away in the waves, and I'm going to turn those into a lovely necklace for Rosie. So that's going to be another project, but that's for a different time. So we've also got a couple of feathers which definitely have to go on. Don't know how well things will have survived. Here we have a crab which is disintegrating. Here we have a crab claw. It was a fantastic holiday, it really was. Aha. So this is definitely going to go on. The story of this one was I was watching a crab eating a shellfish, and this actually is the shell that was being eaten from. So definitely going to put that one on. And we've got some stones which either I picked up or Rosie picked up, one of the two. There's a feather which Rosie picked up, which definitely needs to be put on. So I'll go through, pull everything out, find out the stuff which I think is going to go on the memory board, and everything else can go into the general, and I'll show you what I've got when I've finished sorting. Next thing to do on this is to come along with the same technique as I did for the brown, but I've got white paint now, so I'm just going to come along and draw down some light stripes, which is going to be more rain, just like that. So I won't film this all because it's going to be basically the same as what you just saw of the last step, but yeah, that's the next thing to do. Also, I've also put a second coat on the where the ground that's going to go here. So that's also been done and is drying. And so once this is done, I'm going to start to think about doing the sculpting. which is the thing which is most out of my comfort zone, as most of this project is, but also I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I'll bring you along in a bit, very shortly to be honest, probably, to have a look at that. Had a week's holiday, which I left this, which is cool, and I've come back feeling very chilled out and not very much like doing anything. But I want to get this done, so I'm going to get this done. Right, so we're back doing this, and Rosie, do you remember that we painted this wood?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, this is something that I need to do. It's going to be a little bit dangerous for you to do, but I'm going to come along and I'm going to cut these out like that.
Why?
Because then what we're going to do is we're going to glue them on like this and like that. So what I'm going to do is come along to all of this bits of wood that we painted up, and I'm just going to snip it out like that, and then in a minute we're both going to glue it in place. Okay? Cool. Right, let's have a look and see where we think these are going to go. So what I was thinking, and you tell me if you like it, I was thinking about maybe gluing like that.
I like it.
Do you like that? So shall we do some like that, and some like that, and some like that, and some like that? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 bits there. That's good.
No,
and now what do we want to do with that one? Do you want to do that one like this?
We can do a fucking.
Why? Where do you want that one to be stuck?
Up here.
Okay, that's a good idea. So should we do that one first? Yes. Right, so what we're going to do, and I'll let you do the glue. What we're going to do, if I can open the glue up, it's got a bit clogged, so just give me a second. There we are, sorted. So, you take the glue and just put a little splodge on each section. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay? And then put it up here where you want it, and put it glue side down where you want it. Like that. Okay, leave it alone, that'll stay. We'll come back to that later and it'll be dry. Good girl. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do our little kind of like cross pieces like that. So what you need to do, and I'll show you on the first one and you can do the next ones, okay? So what you need to do is you need to put a blob on one end, like that, and a blob on the other, like that. And then, oh, careful, don't fall off. You almost fell off. And then very carefully press it in place. And don't touch it now, because if you touch that, it will fall off. So let's move the camera out a little bit, and you do the next blob. So we need to do a blob on one end and a blob on the other. You going to do that?
No, you that.
Are you sure? Do you want to help me?
I had enough.
You want to help me?
I did this one.
You did do that one. You did that one very well. Will you watch what I'm doing? Blob there. Blob there. Oops, did a bit of a mess, but it's okay. And then what we'll do is we'll stick that like that.
Okay.
If it works.
That's
Yes.
like,
Ooh, it didn't stay.
That's like a roof.
It is.
And that's like a balcony.
Yeah, well done. Let's see if a little bit of a clamp might not be in order here. And that will hold it in place, you see. So this is what I use clamps for. You see, that holds it in place now. How about that? Right, we're nearly done. So let's do these last two over here this side. We'll do, actually, let's do shorter ones there. Let's do that one. So we'll do a little bit of glue there. A little bit of glue there.
4.
There we are, and we will stick that one
1,
like that.
2, 3.
We've got 3 left now, yes. And I think I'm going to need to clamp that one as well. So let's get another clamp.
Another one.
Another clamp there. And just clamp that in place. Oh dear, don't worry, it's okay. Don't worry, we'll clamp that one as well. I think we're going to need to clamp everything. I think my hope that it would just stick was a faint hope.
Another one.
The yellow one, yes. Right, so we'll just glue that. And we'll clamp that in place. There. And I'm going to do another clamp for the bottom because that's actually now bending away. So we'll clamp that side as well. Okay.
Okay.
There we are. Right, so now we'll do this one across here. I think we'll do another short one.
Another 2. Each one on each side.
There we are, exactly, yes. Right, wait a second.
We need these ones.
Yeah, we'll work out, that fell again. That's right, we'll work out where we're going to put those in a second, okay?
We need to glue it.
We shall do.
I'm going to put it there.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well done. We'll do that, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, let me just clamp this in place and then we'll look at that. There we are. Right, so let me turn this round so I can see.
Right there.
Right, so where do you think? Do you want them going up like that?
Yes.
Do you want them both next to each other?
Yes.
Like that?
Oh, that one is going to be there.
That's a good idea. Right, so what we'll do is we'll put some glue down this. Like that. And we'll do that. And I will get a clamp at the top. Oh, it's always good to have clamps within reach. That's another lesson for you, young lady. Can never have too many clamps. Now, wait a second for me to do this and then... You don't need to reach, love.
I do.
No, you don't, because we're going to turn it round.
Okay.
But first, I'm just clamping this one in place so it dries. There we are, and we'll turn this round. It doesn't matter.
Will dry off.
And we'll put that there. That's a really good place to put it. You're very, very clever to have worked that one out, Rosie. That's very cool.
Good, that's good.
There we are. And then I'll just need one more clamp. I'll have to put it a little bit to one side so the clamp can reach. Yes, there we are. Then we'll clamp that. And there we are. How about that? Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, while we were on holiday, I had a couple of things delivered, which is awesome. I had more than a couple of things, but a couple of things for the hobby. And this was a order I put in with Games Workshop for some last chance to buy or made to order or whatever, I can't remember. So I picked up a few, a few of these models, which I'll show you what I've got. So I went for the Dunedain of the North. I think I went for a couple of those. I've got another Mahud because I've heard that the Haradrim are going to be coming back in, the Camel Riders, and yeah, not the Haradrim, the Far Harad, and I want to convert up another captain for that. So I went for the captain, the Faramir, Madril and Damrod, which I think I might already have had, but I've got them new now. I went for Girion, Lord of Dale, another Mahud, so I can definitely convert. That's what I need. I also picked up just a couple more paints, the shades, so I went for an orange, Fugen orange, whatever that is, Fugen. I need to replace my Reichland flesh shade because I'm running out, and I also went for an Athonian camo shade, so I didn't have any green or orange shades. Some more Dunedain of the North, 2 packs of Rangers of the North, and finally, if I just lever this out, I went for Warriors of Dale. So that's why I got Girion, because yeah, I'm going to be playing some games hopefully with these, and that's one thing I don't have any of, was any Warriors of Dale. So what we've got is we've got a future project for some Camel Riders, we've got some Rangers and some Dunedain and the Ranger Captains, and yeah, so it's a little bit of a mixed bag. They'll go in the box, they won't come onto my painting bench anytime soon, but they've now gone off sale, so you can't get them anymore, so I was glad to grab them at the normal price. Quickly moving these out of the way, and we'll have a look at the other thing that arrived, which is slightly more exciting. So this is a freebie that was sent to me, and I was asked to operate as a tester by a guy called StubbyDragon, who is on the TCU Discord, and so yeah, he posted them to me. Well, thank you very much. I actually haven't let him know they've arrived, so I need to do that. I better get onto Discord and tell him as soon as I finish filming this little segment. But they're basically sanding strips, and he's looking for, apologies for all the rattling, but he's looking for feedback on these sanding strips. So the project that I'm going to be using them on is obviously initially right now, and I'm going to be looking forward to getting back to this. This is one that I'm actually really looking forward to getting back to after my holiday. Is going to be the plane that I'm building in memory of my dad. So yeah, this is the English Electric Canberra. So they're for sanding. They're sanding strips for sanding down and cleaning up joints and what have you. And he sent a really well put together Testers Assemble. Firstly, I would like to say thank you for offering to help test out these items. Well, it is a pleasure, sir. So I'm going to be using these. I will be doing a video on them, which I'll probably put out separate to the blog. It's not really a vlog material, but once I've gone through this, I will put a video together. I've asked him if he's okay with that, to tell you about these. I really do hasten to add, I just said, yeah, I'll help you out, mate. I'm not taking any payment. I'm very pleased to have been sent them to give them a go, but I've got no iron in this fire, so I'll be, if I want to do that, they'll just be completely up front, and so I'll let you know what I think when I've done them, and you'll see that video. But thank you very much for sending those over to me, StubbyDragon. I love that name, and they arrived safely and well, so I can get stuck into finishing off this plane and making use of these sanding sticks. Right, let's see how well we can do this. So I'm going to start working on Beast first. So I've got some wire, which is just hobby wire. You could just use anything really, garden wire. If you look at the picture, which I'll try to remember to flick on screen very quickly, what you've got kind of like the legs, and then you've got the two arms are protruding at the top. So what my plan is to do the back leg and the body on one. And I'm obviously going to put some air dry clay or green stuff or whatever. I'm going to use some modelling, and I'm going to build a body in that. So probably what I'll do is I'll do the back leg and the body, and then the front leg off that. So I'll twist the front leg on, and then I'll twist the arms on, and then I'll build I'll have basically an armature, and then I'll build the body around that. So if I have a look at roughly let's bring the base over here so you can see what I'm thinking. So if I have a look at that, and I have a look at my picture, which I've got on the computer behind me, the model is going to want to probably be about 2 centimeters high. That's going to be roughly how tall I'm going to have him, but that probably means I want to have about 3 centimeters or so, or 4 centimeters or so at this stage, which I will then want to trim down. So my very, very messy dirty mat is not going to make this very easy, but I've got a little bit of clean area up here that I can offer it down to. And then what I'll do, 46 to 42, what I'll do is I will snip that off like that. So what I've then got is some tweezers, which are pliers even, which are very, very useful for this sort of thing. And I'll be using the pliers to do my twisting. And I don't know how much of this I'm going to do on camera because it's not very easy to show, but I figured I would at least start off. So the first thing we're going to do is a little bit of a foot. So there we are, we've got a little bit of a foot. I don't know how well that's showing up actually. Try and get that focused in. Come on, focus. A little bit of a foot on that. And then what we're going to do is do a little bit of a knee. So the foot does like this, and the knee bends back up. So I'll grab where that is and bend. And you can see it's relatively easy doing this sort of thing. I did the first one. I made the tiny one for one of my challenge pieces for the encounter terrain, I actually found it to be okay. So now what we're going to do is that's his leg is going to go into the body pretty much like that, and then what I'm going to do is bend that upwards like so. So we have the running leg, and what I will then do actually is bend this forwards to be one of his grasping arms. So there we are. So I will have to trim that off because it's a bit long and my battery's down on my camera, so I'm going to have to change the battery. But what I'll do now is I'll get a little bit more wire, snip that off, and I'll bring you back once I've changed the battery to show you the next step. Alright, so here we have foot, leg, going from the body, and one of the grasping arms. So what I'm going to do now is a little bit more difficult, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to twist this new bit of metal and hold it in place. And I am actually quite clumsy, as you can see, so it's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but I think I might actually do. Let's get the bend in place before I put it. There we are, that'll make it easier. See, apply brain, not brawn. And then we will look to twist this and make this actually solid. I'm not too worried about it not moving around too much, because I think the final like positioning will be done when I do the sculpting material around it. But I do want it to not move too much, so let's just get that bent right in, like so. Could probably twist it actually, that might make a better idea. And the idea here is this is going to be the second arm, like I say, poking out, chasing after lunch, dinner even, sorry. So there we are, get that twisted in. Good. So what will happen is that can go down on there, and we'll be able to straighten that out a bit, so I'm bending that a bit, and that will be the second arm. There we are, nearly done it. That'll be the second arm poking out, reaching towards. So there's that. So what I'm now going to do is basically the same thing, and I won't do it on camera because it's actually 20 times harder because I'm trying to keep it in shot. I'll do the same thing, but for a leg that's going to come out of the bottom here and move forwards. And then what I'll do is bring you back when I start doing the actual modelling of it. So we'll build the body, and yeah, so I'll do that now. I'm going to do that tonight as well while I'm on a roll. I'm really excited to get this done, show Rosie, I think she'll love it. So yes, I'll bring you back very shortly when I've got the rest of the metalwork for this one done, and I'm starting to actually put put the body together. So I decided to go with some milliput, and I've done my thing and mixed up far too much, as I always do. So what we're going to be doing basically is building this up around the body to make the body of the beast. Let me quickly show you also what else I've done, because I did a little bit extra than I thought I was going to do. If I can pick it up, there we are. So I've actually applied some super glue and then a little bit of like baking soda to secure it, and that's meant that that they're held in place, at least enough for they're not wobbling around like they were, which is quite a relief. So what we're going to do is literally build this shape up around the armature, and hopefully, as I say, get it to look quite nice. So I'll start off with the sausage. I can wrap round, and that should then hold things in place, as you can see, starting to build that up. I've got a little pot of water just out of shot here. I've found it's really good to keep your fingers with a little bit of water on when you're doing this, so that things don't get stuck to as much. Now it's got quite a rotund body, as it happens, quite a round body. So I may not actually have mixed up too much. I may actually have a good amount here, which would be nice. So I think that we're going to have quite a lot on the back, and I'm going to keep working this very, very gently, so I don't want to damage my armature. Yeah, I need to push that up a little bit more. There we are. So I'm going to do this off camera. I just thought I'd show you the beginnings and how I'm going to start, and hopefully I'll end up with a nice round blob which looks like what I'm trying to do. And I will probably need to clip the arms, which are these ones at the top, but I'll wait for this to be fully dry before I do any of that. So yeah, just keep smoothing it, applying some more, and I may not even have mixed up too much. I might even need to mix up some more looking at it. So anyway, yeah, I'll stop muttering, and I'll get this done, and I'll bring you back when it's ready for you to see the next step. How exciting. Well, I got that done, and I've just, as you can see, kind of popped it up onto a little bit of XPS, and I'll let that dry. I'm not sure if that's going to be the final shape, but it's certainly good enough for me for now, and I'll let that go off overnight and then have another look at it in the morning, maybe add a little bit more, maybe not. But yeah, that's cool. Glad to have got beast done. Now I've got to do dinner. Well, there we are. As I say, could probably have been a 5-minute video if I didn't talk too much. But really good fun hobbying with Rosie again. Going to get a little bit more done today as it happens, and also really nice to be making a little bit of progress on that TCU challenge. I'm hoping it's going to turn out well. I'm pleased with it at the moment. My sculpt worked okay. It's not really my forte, but yeah, onwards and upwards. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this shorter video. Do let me know in the comments below what you think. I love reading all your comments, they really do inspire me. And well, we'll be back next Sunday with another vlog. Not sure if there'll be a video in the middle of this week. There might be. I've got a few lined up, so I might hit publish, I might not, so keep your eyes open for that. I'll wrap up by saying, as I always do at the moment, if any of you are impacted or indirectly impacted by the horrendous war in Ukraine, then my thoughts go out to you and to anyone that you know who might be. Horrendous situation. I can't believe it's still going on. I was hoping that this outro would not have to continue for quite so long, but it's been nearly 6 months now, which is just incredible. Hardly bears thinking about. And everyone, please do stay healthy, stay safe, and stay well.